Hello, my name's Tracy Cain and I'm a staff nurse in Rapid Response Team in Community in Gateshead. In April 2020, I contracted COVID on the front line. I recovered very quickly from COVID with just some mild fatigue. However, what I did realise was my normally low BP had begun to climb. In fact, by October, my blood pressure had doubled. I did seek treatment from my GP, however, despite this, in December of 2020, I went to A&E at the QA with really bad headaches. I had a CT and lumbar puncture and was discharged. However, the following night, I was readmitted. When they repeated the CT, I was found to have something called reversible cerebral vasoconstriction syndrome. I'd also suffered 2 subarachnoid hemorrhages and an intracranial hemorrhage. The only indications of these were the headaches, and on the second night of my attendance, my vision in my right eye had disappeared and I had a very small window that I could see out of. I am blind in my left eye from a previous accident, so my vision was massively affected. I also became very confused at home and was struggling to get my words out and understand what people were saying to me. About 3 out of 5 patients who suffer a subarachnoid hemorrhage will die within the first 2 weeks. Every 5 seconds, someone suffers a stroke in the UK, regardless of their age. There are over 1.2 million stroke survivors in the UK, and I'm one of them. Due to the confusion that I had suffered from the brain hemorrhages, it was the end of January in 21 before I actually realised I'd had strokes. I was off work for 6 months and I returned back to my role in June of 2021. Occupational health have been really supportive, and my line manager, Leslie Carr. Since returning to work on a phased return, I still suffer some of the invisible sides of stroke. So I suffer with insomnia. Some nights I don't sleep at all, but I still come into work. I get fatigued, and fatigued in a way that everything starts to slow down. My legs go wobbly, my speech gets affected, words come out backwards, or I have problems finding the words. When I first returned to work, I was really struggling emotionally. The first day that I came back, I cried the whole way in and I cried the whole way through the 2 hours that I was in work. And I just want to thank the staff that I work with for the support that they've given us along the way. I've also suffered from mental health problems since I've had the strokes. I feel like I've lost my identity and I no longer feel like myself. And sometimes on my worst days, I question why I survived the brain hemorrhages. I'm not coordinating telephone calls to patients either at the moment, as at times I do get my words stuck or they do come out backwards. So as well as working in a pay, I don't do any night shift. My shifts are at the moment 3 7-hour shifts. And I don't do 2 shifts together because I found that triggers me fatigue. I also don't do night shifts at the moment. The reason that I've taken part today in making this video is to highlight that whilst people can be walking and talking in their uniform, actually many of us have got a hidden disability.